Hey everyone, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail, and today's video is going to be somewhat different. We're going to be talking about bears and bear attacks and what you should know, bear safety, and anything else that would help you stay safe in the wilderness. I would be remiss without also mentioning the Wolverine at the end. Here we go. Today we're going to be talking about different bears. The first is the North American black bear, which is actually one of the most benign bears, despite the fact that they are all over the place and they are the most prevalent bear in North America. California obviously has the largest black bear population, hence why they have the black bear on their flag, and they're known as the black bear state. They have roughly 25,000 or more black bears in the state of California. If you encounter a black bear, they are usually very timid. They will usually run away. If you provoke them in some sort of way, if you get between a sow, which is a female, and the cubs, that would be a mistake. For the most part, they are omnivores. For the most part, they eat mainly berries, acorns, and nuts. They aren't prevalent to attack humans unless they are provoked, or unless you get in between a sow and their cubs. I've seen many black bears in very close proximity to humans. They are very timid. Bears are like people. They all have their own separate personalities. Some are nasty and aggressive, and some are nice. For the most part, though, black bears are, unless you do something to provoke them, they aren't going to harm you. If you do encounter a black bear, you don't want to look them in the eye. You want to slowly back up in sort of a vertical position. If you are in any bear territory, you want to make sure you have proper food storage, because a bear can smell a cooler locked in a garage in the trunk of a car from over 2 miles away. Bears are smart. They know how to open car doors. If you're ever in bear territory, make sure you lock your doors. Don't be one of those people that keeps their doors unlocked and has a bear get into their car. Bears are extremely intelligent. They are much like humans. They can seek out food. They can solve problems. They know how to obviously open up car doors. So you need to always practice safety in bear territory. The average American male black bear weighs between 125 and 500 pounds. Depending on which one you run into, you'll see either a huge bear or a small one. If you practice safe precautions and leave them alone, they won't bother you. Unfortunately, a lot of the black bear's habitats here, especially in California, has been destroyed by wildfires, so they have had to migrate into other areas. So they've been being seen more in places where they weren't normally seen. If you leave them alone and practice proper food storage, you'll be okay. The main thing to remember is never look a bear in the eye. They look at it as a sign of aggression, whereas if you encounter a cougar, you always want to keep your eyes on the cougar's eyes. We can talk about that in another video, but if you ever encounter a cougar, never take your eyes off the cougar's eyes. If you do encounter a mountain lion, what you want to do is slowly back up in, again, sort of a diagonal position. Keep your eyes on it. Back away slowly. Most mountain lions, because of their nature, they're feline, they're more curious. We don't look like their natural prey. Their natural prey has 4 legs. We have 2 legs. We talk. They usually don't bother humans. The most attacks on humans are people on bicycles or people running, and that's just because it's a natural instinct of a cat. Just like if you were to pull a string in front of a house cat, they would go after it. Let's talk about grizzly bears now, which live in Canada, Alaska, Russia, and parts of northern Washington. Grizzly bears are a whole nother story. Not only because they are a lot bigger, but they are also a little bit more aggressive. When I say that, you can tell a grizzly bear from a black bear for several different reasons. Grizzly bears are obviously much bigger and they have more teddy bear shaped ears, whereas a black bear has pointed ears. Grizzly bears also have that unique hump on their back. They are also omnivores, but they also usually love to fish. One of their main diet sources is salmon or fish that they can find in various rivers. Bears are very fast. A grizzly bear, an adult grizzly bear, can run up to 45 miles an hour. If you ever see one, don't even try and bother trying to outrun it. Try and back away from it. Unless you've really done something to piss it off, it's not going to harm you. Like I said, bears all have personalities, so it depends on the bear you run into. But the most dangerous bear on the planet is the polar bear. Even though most people think that it's cute and white and adorable, this bear is actually one of the only bears that will actually try and hunt down humans for food. They are a very, very dangerous animal. Polar bears are carnivores and they generally eat various types of seals. They have various ways of getting to these seals. However, in places where humans live, they will venture into society. If you are unfortunate enough to get in their path, they will attack you. This bear is a very, very dangerous animal. If you want more proof, here's a picture of a poor woman being attacked by a polar bear. Fortunately, she lived, but polar bears are the most dangerous bear on the planet. An infrared camera, you wouldn't be able to see them. Their coat is like a protective layer, and infrared wouldn't be able to pick it up. They have super strength, they can swim underwater and have an amazing coat. They are an amazing predator and very, very amazing swimmers, and can obviously withstand cold and be underwater for a long time. They can seek out prey for whatever they want. Another animal I wanted to talk about is the wolverine. The wolverine is probably the most badass animal in the forest compared to all these other animals we've discussed. Because of its size, it only weighs about 50 or 60 pounds, and no animal will mess with it. It can take down a bear, a cougar, whatever it wants. The wolverine is generally known as at the top of the food chain, at the top of any game. Even a big bear wouldn't stand a chance against it. They might try, but they wouldn't have any chance. As you can see, this is a picture of a bear fighting a wolverine. Guess who lost that fight? The wolverine is a small varmint animal, but has semi-retractable claws and is an amazingly powerful animal. Thankfully, the wolverine doesn't have much interest in humans. They rarely attack humans. They do have an incredible sense of smell. They can smell carcass underground 2 miles away. They are just an amazing animal. They only live in Alaska, Canada, parts of northern Washington, probably in Russia too. The point of this video was to just give you some education on various animals. When you're out hiking, things to know, especially if you're hiking in California or places where some of these animals live. If you're hiking in grizzly country, that's a whole nother story. Grizzlies are obviously very dangerous. I highly recommend anyone carrying bear spray, and I'll put a picture here up so you can see which one I use, and I just think it's a good thing to have just as a precaution. Usually they won't attack a person unless you get in between a sow and a cub. They are also very, very aggressive when they are threatened. That's not to say that they would have any match against the polar bear. In any event, I just wanted to share some of this information for you. I wanted to let you know that I'll be heading north up to northern Washington in the next week. If any of you would like to meet me, I would love to meet you. I want to thank you all for watching. As always, I appreciate all your feedback, all your comments, all your support. Special thank you to co.ag, as always, for providing the background music, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for being so supportive. I know I've had a few rough months, and I really appreciate all your support, your feedback, and just your comments. It really means a lot to me. I am going to be, like I said, heading up north. We're going to be doing a search in northern Washington. Before I go up there, I'm going to stop in a few other places, research a few other cases. I hope you will follow along with those, and I hope everyone is doing great, and wish you all the best. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me till the end. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody watching and subscribing and sending you love and support. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. I wanted to end by saying that bear attacks are very rare on humans. When they are, it's usually just a mistake, or they're going after a child or something they think that looks like their prey. My personal opinion is I don't think you should let this keep you from wanting to go out and hike or camp or explore the outdoors. I saw this bear and full adult grown male, and I was only maybe a couple feet away from him. He wanted nothing to do with me. He was just looking for food, and he went on his way.